Hi guys, it's Jeff, the garage guy. I've just been working on your plan a little bit here. I really haven't come up with anything concrete, so please note that this here is a really rough idea, and it's more for demonstration purposes to show us the obstacles we have to think through here. Basically, Lisa, your garage is just a hair over 20 feet deep. No, that's not a very deep garage. Nobody did you any favors in the garage department over there. I assume it's because of the landscape the house was built on. They needed every inch they could get, and that's what happened. 20 feet deep is a deep enough garage, but when you go trying to put storage and refrigerators and garbage cans on the back wall, you're going to find it frustrating and a little cluttered and claustrophobic when you're trying to walk around, get into a cabinet, get around the cars, etc. So one question I would have is, are you guys going to park 3 cars? You know, if you're only planning on parking 2, that changes a lot, and it will change the way I design this. I don't want to necessarily turn your car into a 2-car garage design-wise, but maybe some of the stuff that we park along, you know, that basically is sitting there like an appliance or a garbage can take up some of that space. We also have this cubby over here on the left side of the garage. Maybe or maybe not, I'd have to really measure tight, but you know, a refrigerator or something like that, or garbage cans might fit well, pretty well over here too, if you want to lose the storage cabinets over here. Problem with this area is there's a stem wall at the bottom of the wall, and I don't know if it's sticking out or not. The stem wall is a little bit of concrete at the bottom of your garage walls. Based on the way the current cabinets are installed, I highly suspect that they're sitting on top of a protruding chunk of concrete that would essentially cause a refrigerator or something like that, for instance, to sit even further out from the wall into this parking space here. Let's take another look at a picture here. This, in my opinion, is a hodgepodge. We have our sink here, that's fixed, and it's a good place to have your drawers right here because you can have one kind of decent sized counter. Of course, we can throw some upper cabinets above that, and then we can call this our mop cabinet for the different handled tools and things like that. And we could squeeze the refrigerator here before we get to the window. And then we got this here representing the freezer. Now the freezer is pretty short, fits under the window, but it's not nearly as wide as the window, so it creates kind of an awkward opening or awkward leftover space. So if I was to say center this under the window, you'd have a 4 to 6 inch gap on each side of it, and it would look kind of strange. What I usually do for people that have garages that are 20 feet deep is I suggest 16-inch deep cabinets on the back wall if the back wall indeed needs some cabinets for storage. And these refrigerators are 30 inches deep. I absolutely see these doors banging into your cars, being really awkward to get into. It's just, you know, a matter of what size the garage is. I can design an absolutely beautiful garage system back here, but with the obstacles of 2 different size refrigerators and a trash can, it's going to fall somewhere between impractical and ugly, in my opinion. So just let me know what you think about whether or not you're going to park 3 cars in there, or if one's really small, or if there's something I need to know, because we really do have to fight for space in here. And also, if you want to try to fit stuff in here, we'd have to rip out those cabinets to see what's going on, so you can let me know if you want to try to do something like that as well. That's where I'm at so far. Now, hanging a kayak from the ceiling or bikes from the ceiling, I've got that in the back of my mind right now. No problem. We'll figure out how to do that around this cabinet, whatever cabinet design we come up with. One thing you had mentioned too is having the garbage can inside of a cabinet. This garbage can I have here represents like a Rumpke style garbage can. I know they might do it. They might still do it differently in Indian Hill, where they just pull up in the driveway and take your garbage. But if we are looking at this size or style garbage can that most households have nowadays, or if you think we will in the near future, building a cabinet around that in your garage with the limited door swing space that we're talking about here and a 30-inch deep garbage can is going to be quite impractical. I hope this helps. I know it just creates probably more questions than answers. But what I would like to see is maybe the garbage can over here if there's not a car parked here, or if it's a super small car or something like that. Refrigerators, I'd like to design this around, if I have to design a refrigerator on the back wall, I'd want it probably between these two cars right here, and it would be much simpler if we could just get one really large refrigerator slash freezer instead of dealing with two different sizes and getting this kind of hodgepodge look. So just take a look at this. Let me know what input you have, if you have any, or you just want me to keep plugging away at it. But I feel like I'm creating a bad design right now. So I look forward to hearing back from you guys. Thanks.